All right, this is April, also known as Grandma. Today's message is about baby boomers, those are people that's my age, being in financial trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Okay, this is what's going on. All right, the people my age, which are about 60 and older. Okay, those are known as baby boomers. Uh, We're going to talk about the interest rates. Okay, the interest rates, as you may or may not know, have been really low. That's why a lot of people have been buying houses. Okay, and but that's all over now. The interest rate went from 1.6% in a matter of months to 2.3%. Okay, so basically, in other words, it's a 40% jump, a 40% jump in the interest rates, 2.30%. Okay, what is it? How is that affecting us? All right, the baby boomers are already on a fixed income. Now, a lot of people have already been working at Walmarts and the other stores. When you see seniors at places like Walmart and all that. I'm like, I've always kind of felt bad for them because they probably get a retirement, but it's just not meeting the needs. So now it's really gonna get crazy now because you know how the story goes. Hopefully you do. You know that America is pretty much bankrupt and they're just printing money. Okay, so when they print money to give out to us, that's still going to make the interest rates get higher and higher and higher. I've already noticed that when I go shopping, I'll see things that, where you might have used to be able to get toilet tissue this big, now it's this size right here. And even when I went to, like maybe 4 years ago when I bought this furniture, I went back to that store recently and I saw how they had downsized the sofas, making them a whole lot smaller, but and increase the price. Okay, so things have really, they're really going from bad to really, really bad for the seniors because we're the ones that's already on a fixed income. Okay, we'll just say the average person might get 2,500 a month. Okay, so in the meantime, everything is still going up and you're actually getting less. Okay, normally, let's say a person bought tissue 5 years ago, they could manage with the same amount every month. But the way the thing is now, they're going to have to still buy the tissue, which is going to be less. And so basically, kind of going to have to start rationing stuff again like they did in the days of old unless you're well equipped to handle this 40%. Okay, if you're not, if you're like the average person from the household of Israel, that's probably gonna hurt you a little, maybe probably a whole lot to be honest with you. So the baby boomers are in trouble because they've just gone from bad to really bad as it relates to the interest rates. Okay, as you know, the Federal Reserve Bank, they're responsible for printing money. They're not responsible for backing it up. All they're doing is printing it out. Okay? Make sure you understand the gravity of what I've been saying. They've been saying this for a long time, so you should have heard this by now. Um, that trillions of dollars are being printed, but the money is actually becoming more and more worthless. Some countries have even already stopped taking money from us. Okay. All right. Cost of living is still going up, like I said. So the seniors are really, really gonna have a problem. So what should you do? Now, I've been telling you all that you might want to consider bartering again. So this is what you need to do. You need to find out what you can make or what you can do to generate money. Stop depending on the government or your retirement. I mean, take what they're giving you, but you know that's not really going to sustain you, you know. So, what can you do? Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Amish are stressed out about what's going on? Do you think they're mad because they had to draw unemployment and they didn't get their unemployment $600? Do you think that they got a stimulus check because of, well, they might have given them a stimulus check, I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make is the Amish, they make their own stuff and they sell it. Okay? So that's what we need to start doing. Okay, this is the situation. Now, everybody knows that the Amish make high quality furniture. Okay? So, with everything going up, their lumber is going to go up. The cost of the supplies, they're going to go up. But all they're going to do is make the stuff smaller and send the upcharge to you when you buy furniture. So have they suffered a loss? No, because they're a self-sustaining group of people. They don't depend on the government to get government cheese, okay? They're a self-sustaining community. Okay, so back in the day, I grew up with some very crafty people, relatives. My aunt and uncles used to can food. They used to, because they had fruit trees, they used to literally make furniture, the ones with the little gold pins on them. My aunties and her husband, they literally, like these buttons right here, they knew how to do all this. And guess what? They got stuff online to show you how to do all of this. So, what am I saying? Find something you can do where inflation is not going to really affect you. If you have to buy supplies, if your product is good, the customer is still going to either pay you in cash or you can get something from them in return for furniture. Okay? Think about bartering. God made it where everybody has a gift. You need to find out what your gift is if you don't already know. Now, for the people that might have a minister giving advice, they always say, "Oh, you always give the best advice." If you're afraid to go online and show your face, you can blog and make money. Blog, talk, run your mouth. If you like to run your mouth a lot, you might be onto something. If you got something legitimate to say, not as a being a busybody gossiping and all of that sort of stuff, but if you genuinely got some good stuff to say, get a blog or get a like on me. I'm on YouTube, but at first it was like, I don't know if I want to do this when I first started years ago, but I'm used to it now. Still learning, technology and all that, but you're gonna have to come to terms with the money is going to be very short. Okay, like me. I'm on what they call a fixed income. It's only so much I'm gonna get, and they might give me maybe maybe $10 each year, but inflation normally eats that up. They might give us like a $10 increase or something like that. But inflation normally eats it back up. So I'm not just depending on my one source of income. Oh no, not at all. Mm-mm. Actually, I launched my business during the pandemic last year. So I'm an entrepreneur. My product is going to be sold worldwide. You'll see it when it's time. You will see it on the shelves. Okay? So find out what you can do. Teach your child how to do it. Okay? You're gonna watch me make this because when I'm not here, you'll be able to carry on with this bartering stuff because inflation is just going to keep getting crazy. This country is going bankrupt. You should know that by now. Take a look around. Things are just crashing and crashing and crashing. Okay, let me see if I covered everything that I wanted to talk to you about. Um, yeah, that's it. Get prepared, have a talk with your family about, yeah, what can we do to make money? What is our family good at? Okay? Y'all gonna have this conversation. That means you won't be able to depend, you won't have to depend on the government cheese because eventually they're gonna say, okay, everybody that's getting food stamps, you gotta do this. Everybody that's getting this, you get. The government has mandated for you to do this in order to keep your benefits. Kind of like what the churches are doing. You know what the churches are doing? The church has been doing this for a long time. Excuse my eczema. It flares up from now, every now and then. Um, the churches, this is another reason why they're silent about the crime because they're getting that government funding and they don't want nothing to interfere with that. So, of course, they're going to be silent. They're getting that government cheese. Okay? So, don't be shocked that the folks don't ever come out and say nothing. They're not because they're getting that government cheese. Okay? But they're going to have to pay all the stuff they're doing, they're going to have to answer to God. Okay? So, this is April, also known as Grandmama, telling you call a family meeting. Say, look, I already know what time it is. So that way, if you get started and make some mistakes outside in the backyard when you're watching your YouTube video of making furniture, or you like tinkering with cars, or you like talking about cars, get online and start talking about cars. By the time the stuff really breaks loose, you will already have established a great furniture business, a great whatever business you're doing. So when people really start saying, "Hey, look, we probably need to barter. Who is it that's got really good stuff?" And whose name gonna show up? Yours if you've already started doing the work. Okay? For the time being, look on YouTube, buy some cheap materials, like hypothetically if you're gonna make some furniture. Buy something that you can kind of mess up with until you get it down pat. Okay? You gotta be self-sustaining. You cannot not keep depending on the government to help you. Okay? So all this retirement money, it's being eaten up in their accounts. Literally. Being eaten up every day. Whether they spend it or not, it's still decreasing, becoming more and more worthless because of inflation. Okay? The things keep getting smaller and cheaper but they keep getting higher and higher, the cost. Okay? I know you've noticed it in the grocery store. Man, this is so small now. Why is it so small? Inflation, but has the price decreased? No. Okay. So this is April, also known as Grandma. Call a family meeting about what? Ask God. God gave everybody a gift. Yahweh be Yahweh and Yahweh Shai will be more than happy to remind you of what your gifts are. If you have, if you're gifted in cleaning up, launch your own business. Find out what it takes. Now, I'm getting ready to give you some more advice. Please listen carefully. I have never really farmed, so to speak. The most I've planted was probably a peach tree, okay, back in the day. But right now, there's some money flowing for the black farmers. But you know, I listen to all the little details. You're welcome. The little details said you don't have to have ever farmed before. And I'm like, what? So the USDA is giving grants, grants, grants to black farmers or black people that never farmed before. How about that? Find something you can do. Oh, by the way, of course, needless to say, I'm applying for the farming grant. I already know what I'm gonna be planning out there. Okay, they're gonna fund me. They're gonna fund me if I need a tractor, if I need whatever I need. Funding is available. Man, my eyes got big when I saw the funding. I was like, I'm eligible for that? Hmm. It's no way I'm leaving that money. No, 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 no. Okay? So that's some good, solid advice. Farming is probably hard, so, but at least you'll be dependent on your own self and your family. Y'all can do it together. Of course, the they probably got more stuff that makes it a little easier because I know they got the raised gardens and they got these tractors. You just sit them on and people can just be playing games on their air conditioned tractors. It's a whole lot of money out there. A whole lot of money. You need to get in on the people. Get in on the USDA. What they say, yeah, we mistreated them, so we're gonna try to do right by them. And by doing right, this 63-year-old woman is gonna be eligible by default because of what they did to my relatives. I've never been a farmer, but it ain't even in the fine print. It's just out there. It says whether you've ever farmed or not disqualifies you. So take my advice, look it up, start thinking outside the box. You don't have to be chained to these jobs. Do your own thing, okay? This is Grandmama, also known as April. April, also known as Grandmama, okay? It's time to help yourself, okay? Shalom.